What's up? Why we love horror trivia, party people. It's why we love horror trivia. I'm JWMaher, and that's Aaron Brooks, and we write and host this show for you. Aaron, what's up today?
I have written and hosted part of this show today. That is accurate. Very excited. We have two debuting competitors here, so that will be always good to get some fresh blood within the horror division, here. So very excited, especially to see Dan because, it's his first time, I think, playing trivia on the interwebs. So I remember those days.
Yeah. Well, our first competitor, if you're familiar with the horror trivia community, not just movie trivia, not horror trivia, because he's new at horror trivia. If you're familiar with the movie trivia community, then you know Movie Man. You know Zack Shelton. Zach, how you doing today?
Good. Yeah. So I'm always up for trying new realms of movie trivia, and I'm not as familiar with horror movie trivia, but I thought I would give it a chance.
Thank you for giving us a chance, Zach.
Yes.
We appreciate you being here. I think you'll do okay, I imagine. Your opponent, as Aaron said, a new face all over the place. His references are stellar, though. Dan Little, how's it going, Dan?
Hey, guys, doing all right? Excited to be here and give this whole trivia thing a whirl.
All right. Well, let's get down to it. It's going to be 3 rounds of horror trivia, and I'm going to give you all the instructions, so don't worry. Round 1 is the speed round. Before the match started, these two gentlemen drafted 4 custom categories apiece, and I wrote 8 one-point questions in the order those categories were drafted. So right now, they should be numbering their whiteboards or papers 1 through 8. I'll read a question, 10 seconds will pass, Aaron will read a question, and we'll go back and forth until we've read 8 questions, and the round's going to end 10 seconds after Aaron reads the 8th question. However, they both have 3 repeats in a challenge to use at their discretion throughout the entire match. But if they want to use a repeat in the first round, I will suspend it being a speed round. I'll repeat as many questions as they want. And when I'm done repeating all those questions, I'll give them 20 seconds to clean up their boards. If you do get all 8 questions correct, there's a 9th bonus question. Here's your last chance to ask any questions before we get started. All right. And we'll start with question number 1 in round number 1, which is in the Final Destination franchise. Who plays Clear Rivers in the Final Destination franchise? Just nice little simple one there for everybody. Go on to the second one for Aaron.
All right. Second question, Friday the 13th. Who directed Friday the 13th, Part 7, The New Blood?
All those fandom players out there on the other channel have to memorize this stuff, and they still usually don't know the answer to this question, which hurts me. But your third question comes in the category of Vincent Price. What is in the pit, in the basement of the house, in the house on Haunted Hill? And I just watched this for the first time last week.
Well, welcome to the club.
Yeah.
Watched a different Vincent Price movie last week, but that's neither here nor there. David Lynch. What U.S. state serves as a setting for Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me?
I didn't capitalize walk. Sorry, Mr. Roach. I let you down. I didn't mean to do that.
It's like I wrote the question.
Your next question is in John Carpenter. In The Fog, the 4th person who is killed, Dan, has what specific job in Antonio Bay? I'm just going to call him Dan because saying more might give away his job.
Fair enough. Good movie. All right. Question 6, Brad Dourif. You'll find the setting of Pendleton University in what 1990s slasher film?
Brad Dourif's been in a lot of stuff, and I don't want to go too deep. But some of those movies you've never heard of them. I guarantee it. Moving on to automatonophobia, which is the fear of robots and androids and all kinds of stuff. What 1986 techno horror film has performances from Dick Miller, Barbara Crampton, and Tony O'Dell? Yes, the Karate Kid's own Tony O'Dell.
All right. And question number 8, in Oscar nominees, who composed the score to The Omen?
All right. So, chance to use a repeat to suspend the round is to end in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Zach first. Zach, read off your answers for me.
Okay. I have Ali Lauder, James Wong, Skeleton, Utah, a Carpenter. I didn't get an answer for 6. Chopping Mall and Michael Giacchino.
And your answers, Dan.
I have Ali Larder, Rennie Harlan, took a guess there, Acid, Washington, Journalist, Urban Legend, and then the last 2 I didn't have answers for.
Okay. At the end of round number 1, I have Dan in the lead 4-2. Answers as we have here. Ali Larder plays Clear Rivers in the Final Destination franchise. Special effects master John Carl Buechler directed Friday the 13th, Part 7. It's a pit of acid in the basement. It's not full of skeletons. There's skeletons in it intermittently, but it's always acid. Twin Peaks takes place in Washington. Dan is Weatherman Dan in Antonio Bay. Urban Legend is where Pendleton University is. Chopping Mall is the movie in question. And Jerry Goldsmith composed the score to The Omen. That being said, we're going to move on to round number 2. Round number 2, that being the wheel round. All 8 of those categories now are on a wheel. Player that's in the lead, that's Dan, has the option to choose the order of play in this round. You can either go first or second. Both sides get 1 opportunity to spin the wheel. When you spin the wheel, you can take the category you spin, or you can utilize your 1 respin to get a second spin. Whatever you get that time, you have to take. Once you get a category, there's 5 2-point questions in that category. There is multiple choice available. If you take the multiple choice option, the question then becomes worth 1 point. 15 seconds per question. You have 2 repeats of the options available. That does not take away from your repeats. And in the event of an incorrect answer, look out. Your opponent can steal. So I'll bring that wheel in. We'll go over the categories one more time. Categories in the wheel today: the Final Destination franchise, Friday the 13th franchise, Vincent Price, David Lynch, John Carpenter, Brad Dourif, Automatonophobia, and Oscar nominees. Dan, would you like to spin first or let Zach spin first?
I'll let Zach go first.
All right, Zach, here is your first spin. And it lands on Automatonophobia. Would you like to take that or spin again?
You know what? I'll try it out, so I'll keep it.
Okay, we'll put that wheel back. Aaron, do you want to read about automatonophobia, or would you like me to read about automatonophobia?
I'll let you take this category. That's okay.
I'm so used to saying automatonophobia now, so there it is.
Perfect.
Zach, you ready for your questions in automatonophobia?
Sure.
All right, your first question. What have the Good Guy dolls been renamed in the Child's Play reboot?
Multiple choice.
All right. Are they A, My Pals, B, Friends, C, Buddies, or D, Best Buds?
I'm going to guess D.
D is incorrect. Chance for a 1-point steal. Dan, is it A, My Pals, B, Friends, C, Buddies, or D, Best Buds?
Is it B?
It is not B. There, Buddies. Buddies with an I.
Mm-hmm.
Your second question, Zach. Who directed 1986's Deadly Friend?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Tom Holland, B, Wes Craven, C, Joe Dante, or D, Toby Hooper?
I'm going to guess C.
C is incorrect. Chance for a 1-point steal. Dan, is it A, Tom Holland, B, Wes Craven, C, Joe Dante, or D, Toby Hooper?
I'm going to go with D, Toby Hooper.
That is also incorrect. This is a early Wes Craven joint. Wes Craven directed Deadly Friend. Zach, your third question. What U.S. city serves as the setting for Megan, or Model 3 generative android?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Seattle, B, San Francisco, C, Houston, or D, Atlanta?
I'm going to guess B.
B is incorrect. Chance for a 1-point steal. Dan, is it A, Seattle, B, San Francisco, C, Houston, or D, Atlanta?
A?
It does take place in Seattle. That is correct. Your fourth question, Zach, your penultimate question, as they say. Who plays the navigator of the Sea Star, Kit Foster, in 1999's Virus?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Melanie Griffith, B, Sharon Stone, C, Miranda Richardson, or D, Jamie Lee Curtis?
I'm going to guess C.
C is incorrect. Chance for a 1-point steal. Dan, is it A, Melanie Griffith, B, Sharon Stone, C, Miranda Richardson, or D, Jamie Lee Curtis?
I believe it's D, Jamie Lee Curtis.
It is Jamie Lee Curtis. That is correct. Your final question, Zach. What does Joanna Eberhardt, the most recent woman to come to town, do for a living in the Stepford Wives? And this is the 70s Stepford Wives.
No, I'm just gonna take it while I'm gonna say nurse.
That is incorrect. Chance for a 2-point steal. Dan, what does Joanna Eberhardt, the most recent woman to come to town, do for a living in the Stepford Wives?
I don't know why I'm thinking this, but I think photographer.
She's a photographer. That's correct for 2 points.
Nicely done.
All right. That being said, we'll put these questions away. We'll bring the wheel back, and we'll do Dan's first spin. And you land on John Carpenter. Would you like to take that or spin again?
I'll go for it.
All right.
All right.
We don't need this wheel anymore then.
Wonderful. All right. First question in the category of John Carpenter. What specific subject is Professor Howard Byrick a professor of in Prince of Darkness?
I feel like I know this, but I think it's like religious and occult studies.
That is incorrect. Over to Zach for the 2-point steal, potentially. What specific subject is Professor Howard Byrick a professor of in Prince of Darkness?
The only thing that comes to mind is history.
Also incorrect. It was quantum physics, actually, but religion was one of the multiple choice options. So, all right. Question number 2. Who plays Reverend George in Village of the Damned?
Mark Hamill.
That is correct for 2 points. All right. Next question. Question number 3. What is the name of the author who is the main focus of In the Mouth of Madness?
Sutter Kane.
That is correct for 2 points. Question for your penultimate. What rock band helped compose the score for Ghosts of Mars?
I'm going to go multiple choice on this one.
All right. Your options are A, NoFX, B, Anthrax, C, Skid Row, D, Goblin.
B, Anthrax.
That is correct for 1 point.
Here's where it stands. If Dan gets this question correct or misses it and Zach misses the steal, we will have a knockout. So here is the last question.
All right. The final question. What is found on Buddy causing his expulsion when he is searched at the school in Christine?
Is it a knife?
And your winner. Go ahead.
Yeah. And your winner by knockout. Little Dan Little.
All right. That being said, we're going to go to post-match interviews. We'll drop Dan back briefly, talk to Zach. Zach, you kind of said it when you came in that you were just dipping your toe in the pool, and the water was freezing cold. It was a freezing cold pool. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I was very out of my element. I thought I would have done a little bit better, but I don't see as many horror movies as I should, so I was kind of like I was just out of my element. So
I do know we spoke a lot backstage. We spoke a lot over text, so I do know you were definitely trepidatious, as the kids say, coming in here. But we do appreciate having you, Zach. Thank you for trying it, and we'll see you. Maybe we'll see you back. Who knows? but it's a place people come to learn. So we hope you learned something, and we'll see you next time, Zach. Bringing today's winner. His references were correct. They checked out. Dan Little, 1-0 in the league now. How you feeling?
Feeling pretty good. I admit I was more nervous than I probably should have been for a low stakes trivia match, but I feel pretty good coming in and winning. So
the stakes go up from here.
Yeah. You always be nervous too. So
well, you said you've been watching a few of the videos. Is there anybody that you're looking forward to play?
Oh man, put me on the spot to remember names.
Just describe them.
We'll figure it
out. I think like the person I remember being the most impressed by, I think, was Metzler.
Yeah,
I think it was
Jake Meltzer. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
he's a titan. He's a titan across all genres. We'll let him know you asked about him.
Yeah.
All right.
Dan, we appreciate you being here. Great debut. Congratulations again, and we'll definitely see you probably sooner than later. So. Yeah. See you next time. That'll do it for today. Aaron, final words.
Yeah. Dan came in here and knocked it out of the park. He did really well. I get that Zach wasn't coming in here with the highest of confidence. That's happened a lot where players aren't confident in here and they come in and win. So I'm interested to see what Dan does moving forward, though. I think he's going to be a good addition to the league, and Zach will be back, I bet, because he wants to learn more. So, either way, good job by both guys today.
That'll do it for today's video. If you made it this far in the video, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Go to the Facebook group at Why We Love Horror. And also, I plug it every single time, the Letterboxd challenge. You should be going over to Letterboxd and go doing our challenge. Watch movies. Get out of your comfort zone. Log them. Talk to us about them. So many prompts, so many challenges. We'd love you to join the Why We Love Horror challenge. Other than that, schedule here a little bit different, I guess, this week, since Why We Love Horror TV is waiting for our next big TV show. That's on hold for a little bit, but who knows? There'll be other programming. Might be some more special editions. But Monday is always Versus. Thursday is always Why We Love Horror. And Friday is always Why We Love Horror Trivia. So that'll do it. I'm John Maher, and that's Aaron Brooks for Zack Shelton and Dan Little. We'll see you next time. This has been Why We Love Horror Trivia.
Game over.
I'll fucking kill you!